Hey there, welcome to April 2023. April is an 11 universal month. And you know what that means, don't you? Be prepared to be illuminated. Anytime we see an 11, we know it's about light, it's about illumination. So last month, when we were in the month of March, we were busy planting new seeds in the universal vibration of 1. We know that March was the third month, right? And 2023 is the 7 universal year. Add the two together, it comes to 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. So we know that March was a 1 universal month. So when we come into this month, we're going to be looking at the 11 universal month. Quite a different vibration, right? It's not just a 2. So March was asking us to create new spiritual practices in the introspective and reflective 7 universal year, right? So it's quiet time this year. So it's asking us to go within. So it's not unusual to be exploring anything that relates to spirituality during this time. So we were given an added boost of energy and inspiration to start getting serious about our spiritual practice last month. We were being asked to explore who we want to become and how we plan on getting there. How do we want to get out of the gate, right? April now is going to be a time to get into your timeout chair. It's time to rest again. Anytime we move into a 2 vibration, we're being asked to sit back, rest, relax, restore. Okay, we don't have the same energy. You won't feel the vibrant energy that you had last month. You're going to be feeling a little tired, a little spent, right? So it's time for a time out. But this isn't just any 2 universal month. This, like I said, is an 11 universal month. So what does that even mean? All right, so the 11 has the double intensity of the number 1. It's a master number. Anytime we have double intensity of any number, it relates back to being a master number, meaning that the duplicated number, in this case, the 1, is amplified, okay? So the 1 is asking us to tap into our creative potential, and it's asking us to start something new. So you want to step into your leadership potential. The 1 vibration is going to be demanding authenticity and originality. So the 1 is the fuel, if you will, that's going to provide us the ambition to give birth to our dreams during an otherwise snoozer of a month, right? Because typically this is a bit of a heavy energy. But wait, I know, I just said it's time for a timeout. What the heck? I've got to create as well? Well, did I mention that the 2 vibration is also going to be asking you to be patient, okay? So let's explore how the 11 universal month is affected by the 7 universal year. I'm not going to lie. This month may feel a little bit on the heavy side given the nature of the 2 vibration for April and the low key vibration and the energy of the universal year of 7. Oh my God. It does feel a little heavy, doesn't it? But thankfully, this 11 vibe for April is going to provide us with a subtle undercurrent, if you will, of ambition, because it's that double 1, right? Now, 2023 is a 7 universal year that's going to be asking us to slow down, get quiet, get introspective. The 7 is saying, we want you to reflect upon where you've been and where you want to go. It's about going inward and gaining insight from your higher self. It's about listening, right? Step away from the noise of your life and make your journey your priority this year. It is all about you this year. It really is. It's a timeout. It's a pause for you this year. So the trick is to get out of your head and get into your heart, but that's easier said than done, right? We find that, well, I always suggest for those of us who are plagued with the number 7, hello, me, I try to eliminate the word think, because, you know, anytime we say the word think, what we're doing is we're knocking on the door of the ego, and the ego's up there going, oh, I can't wait to give her advice, right? I cannot wait to answer that call. We don't care what the ego thinks, right? Because the ego is always going to get us into trouble. What we want to do is step out of here, right? And step into here. So when we're stepping into our heart center, we're making heartfelt decisions we can hang our hats on. Because listen, the 7 universal year, especially if you're in a 7 personal year as well, is a year where it's not really a good year to be making any big decisions while you're too invested in your head. That makes sense, right? You're thinking too much. You're likely going to make a mistake. You're going to second guess yourself if you make it a headfelt decision. So this is also a time when you want to create a spiritual practice that you can commit to. Now let's add the influence of the 11 energy. The 11 energy for April is saying, you may spend a lot of time thinking about your personal relationships. How do we know that? Because the 11, double 1s, right? Double one is about the illumination. We see things differently. We see things in a different light. What are we seeing in a different light? The two. What does the two relate to? Relationships. This can be romantic. This can be work. This can be home, family, whatever. But it is really going to shed a light on relationships that you've been kind of considering and thinking about. You might see things that you didn't see before. You might see the better in somebody that you haven't been seeing before. You might see the worst in someone that you hadn't seen before. But either way, the 11 is going to bring us illumination to our relationships, allowing us to see them all in very much a different light. So the 11 is also known for bringing in a little bit of added sensitivity. So you might want to keep the tissues handy, right? Don't watch any of that sappy TV, because that'll get you every time, right? Let's step away from the sappy romances. But it's not unusual to feel a little bit more emotional. You're in your head and your heart at the same time. Of course, you're going to feel a little bit of confusion. You might be burdened with self-doubt. Relax. This is only a cycle, and this too shall pass. We're all in it together. This is not a permanent feature of your chart. It's simply a cycle. And I think that that's really something that's worthy of knowing, right? So we don't get too wrapped up in it. So the 11 is also going to shine a light on your spiritual life. And this is a great time to explore anything related to the metaphysics, meditation, yoga, divination systems. You might want to explore healthy eating, vibrational foods, clean eating, tarot, numerology, astrology, anything in that light would be something worthy of exploring this month. But what I love about the 11 is it's always going to bring you clarity when it's needed. Okay. If you're sitting in the shadows, it's going to be a really great time for you to see things differently. It's a fabulous month to gain a little bit of a boost, if you will, of clarity. And if you feel like you've been spiraling sort of directionless around the drain, this month might just toss you a lifeline. So my advice is to get quiet, allow spirit to work through you. Life isn't happening to you. Life is happening through you and for you. So let spirit work through you. Ask for the guidance and then listen to the wisdom that's becoming available to you. You ask, they will answer every time if you're listening, right? It doesn't always come in the way that you think it's going to come, the answers. This month is a divinely given boost. Take advantage of it. It's going to eliminate for you what has been hiding in the shadows. It's time for a welcome bit of relief from the confusion that you may have been feeling since around the first of the year, the start of the year. And speaking about confusion, have you checked out my Clarity Seekers community yet? Oh my goodness, we are having so much fun in there. I teach there live several times a month. I teach numerology. We have all kinds of master classes. I would love to see you in there. You can check it out on my website, amperrynumerologist.com. But until next time, may April bring you the clarity that you've been looking for. I hope you're creating your best day ever. Bye for now.